Hello everyone, I am Lavanya, working as an assistant professor in the Department of CSC, SRKR Engineering College. In the previous video, we have seen how to create a circular linked list, how to insert a new node into a circular linked list, how to display the contents of a circular linked list, and some other operations. In this video, we go with another operation, that is deletion operation. Let us start the session. Deletion from a circular linked list. Deleting a node from a circular linked list can be performed at any position, such as first position, last position, or at any given position. As an example, consider a circular linked list as given in the diagram. Here we have 4 nodes in our circular linked list. Head pointer points to first node, that is 4800. Since it is a circular linked list, last node link part also points to first node. So last node 4500 link path points to first node, that is 4800. So now we go with the first operation, deletion from first position. So here the first node 99 should be deleted. Since we are deleting the first node, head should be moved from first node to second node. Before updating the head value, we need to update last node link path points to second node. So what are the steps involved in deletion from first position is, to move to last node, we copy head to some temporary variable, and in the next step, make last node link path points to second node. In third step, make second node as head, and finally we release the memory allocated to first node or temp. So here if you look at the diagram, here it contains 4 nodes initially. So 99 is the first node. So after deleting the first node 99, second node becomes first node. So 11 becomes head from now onwards. Similarly, last node 4500 link path points to first node address, that is 4850. Coming to the code for delete begin. Initially we copy head value to some temporary variables p and temp. To go to the end of the list, here we are using a while loop. So here the condition is while temp of link not equal to head, which ensures that the node's link path not equal to head. Whose node link path is equal to head means that is the last node. So while temp of link not equal to head, we are moving ahead. Temp equal to temp of link. If temp of link, so after the completion of this while loop, here we are at the same position, temp equal to head. What it means? It means list contains only one node. So list contains only one node, that is the first node. So deleting the first node causes the entire list empty. So head pointer points to null, head becomes null. So or else if temp is not equal to head, so we are at which point? We are at last node position. So temp points to last node. Temp becomes the last node address. So we need to update the last node link pointer. So temp of link equal to head of link. So this is updating last node link pointer to second node. So here head is the first node and head of link gives the second node address. So we are updating temp of link equal to second node, that is head of link. So that is second step is over. And in the third step, we need to update head value to second node. Head equal to head of link. That means head value is changed to second node address. Finally, we are releasing the memory for P. What is P here? P is assigned to head initially. P value points to first node address. We are deallocating the memory for first node address. So releasing the memory for first node. So this is all about deleting the node from beginning. So now we go with the second operation, deletion from last position. So here we have to delete the last node. Whenever last node is deleted, last but one node or second last node becomes last node in the list after deleting. So here the second last node link pointer must point to head value after deleting the last node 44. So that's why we need to keep track of second last node also while traversing from first to last in the list. So what are the steps here? Go to last node, keeping track of second last node. We need to get the address of second last node because second last node link part must point to header after deleting the last node. So that's why we need to get the second last node address. And in the next step, make second last node link part points to head. Finally, free the memory allocated for last node. So look at the diagram. So last node is 44. So initially last node link pointer points to head node, that is 4800. After deleting the last node, list contains only 3 nodes and last node is 4877. Last node address is 4877. That means second last node becomes as last node. And last node link part points to head, that is 4800. So that is deleting a node from last position. Now the code for delete end. So here our task is to update the last node link pointer pointing to head node first. So that's why we are assigning head value to some temporary variable t. So we are using a while loop to move from starting pointing to ending point. So while t of link not equal to head, so we are moving ahead. T is equal to t of link and q equal to t. So here what is q? Q points to last but one node. At the end of the while loop, q points to last but one node in the list and t points to last node in the list. So if t of link equal to head, so when this condition is happens, when t of link equal to head means it contains only one node. So whenever t of link not equal to head, while loop moves ahead. If t of link equal to head, it stops. That means list contains only one node. So here deleting the last node is as similar as deleting the node from beginning. So deleting element at beginning. So here we can use delete begin function. Else, if temp of link not equal to head, temp of link not equal to head means we are at the end of the list. As I told you earlier, t points to last node and q points to last but one node. So here q of link, that means last but one node, link part is updated to head. Q of link equal to head. Finally, free the memory allocated to t. What is t? Last node. So, free the memory allocated to last node t. That is the code for delete end operation. And the third case, deletion at a specified position. Third case, now we are going with the third case. Here we have to take the input as position POS. Here POS represents the position from where we have to delete the element. So what are the steps involved for deleting an element at a specified position? Take the input as POS and in the next step move to position -1 node and name it as previous node. So here we are using a loop. We are moving to position 1 minus 1 node, position 1 minus node, and it is called as previous node. Whenever we get the previous node link part gives the address of position node at position. So here we are using the variable to delete is equal to previous node of link, which gives the address of required node. That is the node to be deleted at position POS. So to delete node is the node to be deleted. And using to delete link pointer, we can get the address of next node. That is the node which is the immediate node after to delete node. So whenever we delete a node at previous position, the previous node must map to next node. So here the condition, the statement is previous node of link equal to next node. Finally, release the memory allocated to delete node. So here we are deleting the node at given position POS. Here is the example diagram. This diagram shows deleting a node at a specified position. Here we want to delete the node at the third position. So 22 should be deleted. Whenever 22 is deleted, that node, previous node 4850, this node is called as previous node, and next node which is at 4500 is called as next node. So after deleting this node 22, 11, the node is at previous position, link path 4850, link path must point to 4500 but not to 4877. We are deallocating this memory. So 4850 link path must point to 4500. So here is the diagram after deleting the node at given position. So previous node is 11, link part of 11 is 4500. So link part of 4850 pointing to 4500. Next, coming to the code for deleting at a specified position. So here is the code for delete at a specified position. So if you understand the concept of deleting a node at a specified position, we can easily write the code. As I told you earlier, position is the input given by us from where we want to delete the node. If position is equal to 1, which means deleting the node from beginning. So here we can use the function delete begin. Else if position is not equal to null, we have to move to the required position keeping in view of position 1 minus node. We have to get the address of some other node called previous node, which is at position minus 1. So here we are using a while loop to go to a node at position minus 1. So here at the end of this while loop, P points to position minus 1 node and T points to required node. That is the node to be deleted or to delete node. So if T equal to head means, we can say that deletion not possible. Why I am saying like that? So we are starting from head node, T is equal to head node. So at the end of this while loop, also we are at the same position. T equal to head means we are initially check the condition is position is equal to 1 or not. So if position is not equal to 1, then only we are going with this loop while loop. So at the end of this while loop, here we are getting the same value. T equal to head means deletion is not possible. That means there is no node at the given position, which means there is no node at the given position. I'll give you one example for this case. If our list contains 5 nodes and the given position is some 8. So after reaching the 5th node, we will go back to initial node or head node, which is at position 1. So we cannot go to the position at 8 because there is no such node. So if the list contains 5 nodes, we only insert a new node at position 6 only. So we can add some other new node by using insert n function. That will insert at position 6 is as similar as insert n function, but we cannot insert new node at any other new node other than sixth position. So if the list contains only 5 nodes, we can insert at any position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, but not at 7 or 8 or some other place. So here we can say that list deletion is not possible. Else finally we are linking up the previous node and next node. P of link equal to T of link. So here P is the previous node and T is the required node. T of link gives the address of next node. That means P of link is pointing to T of link. So finally we are deallocating the memory for T, which is at given position. So with this insertion, deleting a node at a specified position is over. Hope you understood. So at last, I'm going to discuss what are the applications of a circular linked list. So here I'll give you some of the applications of circular linked list. Queue data structure can be implemented by using circular linked list, and time sharing operating system, which is a round robin scheduling algorithm, can be implemented by using circular linked list. So here I'll give you some more real-time applications of circular linked list. Nothing but a media playlist and snake and ladder game. A media playlist that repeats endlessly, where the tile song node would point to first song node. So here we have, while we are listening some music, after the completion of last song, immediately we will go back to the first song. So that is one application of circular linked list. And another application is snake and ladder game. It is one of the best application of circular linked list. Here circular linked list uses two pointers pointing to snake's head and snake's tail. We can directly move from endpoint to starting point because endpoint is connected with starting point. So snake and ladder game is also one best example for one best application of circular linked list. Okay, summary. So till now we have discussed how to delete a node from a circular linked list. Deletion involves 3 cases: deletion from beginning, deletion from ending, and deletion from at a specified position. Next, what are the applications of circular linked list? We have discussed some real-time applications and some academic oriented, our syllabus oriented applications. Okay, thank you.